Thank you. We'll now move to an 8-minute rule. And you enjoy yourself at that other meeting. Let me drill down on a specific issue, and then I'll back up and ask a more general one. To all of you, thank you for meeting with me in my office, and I got a really good feeling that we're going to be able to work together in a bipartisan manner. But let me ask about the contact lens rule. I guess I'll just start with you, Mr. Simons. Where are we on that? As I understand it, the optometrists have always followed a rule that you write the prescription, and of course they're willing to fill it themselves, but also they write out the prescription, always give it to the patient or consumer, and it's up to the consumer to decide where to get that prescription filled. Now there's a new rule which some of our providers think is a solution in search of a problem, that the patient must now sign that they got the prescription, and putting the provider in a position of being a record keeper for several years. So where are we on that rule? And without asking any of you to say how you would rule on that, what is your general feeling about taking into consideration the fact that we already have a rule that's working pretty well, and that this would give an put an administrative burden on people who are just trying to provide eye services? So I'll start with you, Mr. Simons.
Thank you, Senator. So the rule revision is under consideration, under active consideration at the Commission. I believe the Commission has scheduled, I think in March, another session to collect more information that will help it in its decision-making process. So I don't want to prejudge the result of that, but I have to say that if it ain't broke, don't fix it. If it turns out those are the facts.
Anyone else want to comment? I know we did talk about this. Ms. Wilson?
I would agree with Mr. Simons, Senator.
Okay. Anybody else want to add?
If I can just add that I think we need to be very attentive to imposing requirements and burdens on our smallest entities, especially if they don't have the economies of scale. So as we discuss, Senator, I will probe on some of the assumptions around this and hope to make sure that we get a good solution here.
Okay. Now, Ms. Wilson, you mentioned, and I was tickled to hear it, that we want to protect